mute myself. Hello, checking in to see if I'm actually live. I had to go grab boba, so I'm sorry, and it's worth it though. I got a really large boba tea, and I almost didn't have caffeine for something I said I specifically had caffeine for. So I appreciate patience. Hi, Sarah. Hello, Rachel. I'm definitely gonna drink some of this. I ran as soon as I clicked the live button. I'm so glad I made like a just in case button because I ended up needing it immediately. So that's cool. It's real cool. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we'll start off with chatting before sprints. I actually was going to make my own boba, and I was going to have like, yeah, look, I made this because I found like a kit that's actually kind of would start the sprint thing with the caffeine. I was like, yeah, that'll be nice. I'll drink some boba tea, do some sprints. And so I like had a boba tea kit, and I tried to make it, and it was the most disgusting thing. I mean, I make a lot of gross food, like on accident. That boba tea was real bad. The boba bits were hard. Like the tea kit, I have not had luck with the tea kits. So I ordered one from people who actually make boba tea and stuck it in the jar that I originally intended it to be in. So yeah, there was that. Hello, hi, thank you guys for coming. Yeah, it was just disgusting boba tea. This is not though. This is great. It's a place down the street, and they were real nice about getting here on time. And then I clicked the live button, and the man was like knocking on the window, and I was like, fantastic. Yes, I am. This is Sarah pointed out, Heart of Flames. I am 4 pages in. But luckily that's part of this is what I'll be reading for sprints. How are you all? Are you guys here for sprints or just bored? Yeah, how are you guys? Here, I'll type it in case anyone else ends up wanting to talk to me. How are you? 4 pages is still starting it, so it wasn't a lie. Sarah, I would like you to keep your tone to yourself. But yeah, how are you guys doing? What are you guys' Saturday plans, I guess? Like, yeah. How are you? Also, thank you guys for showing up, because I would have done this alone. I would have pretended to talk to a chat that wasn't there. I guess people watching this back will possibly be suspicious after that statement, but I had fully intended, I'm like, I'll just pretend like nobody, even if there's no one in my chat, I'll just continue to talk and be like, oh, that's great. Yeah, that's awesome. For proof that I am talking to actual people later when this airs. Very cool. 10 books to finish. Okay, so your sprints are great for you right now. Okay, right on. Putting groceries away. All right, Rachel is multitasking. Dumped apple juice. Wow, that's a lot, Rachel. I'm sorry that that's what's happening. That's chaotic. I'm actually going to the zoo later, so looking forward to that. But I definitely I just finished Well of Ascension, and this is the last book I need, and then I don't have any books like on my TBR that I have to get done before Draconathon. So I'm super stoked to just have a clean slate going into Draconathon, which is part of the point. Sarah is tired. People call in Japan at 8 a.m. Oh yeah, no, 8 a.m. I don't actually have a pulse at 8 a.m. That's not a real thing for me. I couldn't even make my announcement for Draconathon on time because yeah, I was asleep, and it's not regular sleep. It's like not available to the population sleep. So yeah. Hello, people coming in. Hi. I'm just asking how you guys are doing and then finding my place, which is really easy because I am only 4 pages into my book. Is anyone else, for other people just coming in, I'm asking how you guys are doing, but if anyone else is doing sprints as well, we had the chaotic reader who had, oh wait, that's an oh no. I'm just trying to, I'm doing my best here, guys. I'm terrible at live shows. 10 books. So yeah, definitely we're doing sprints today. That is the main thing. Just warming up, letting you guys get your stuff ready. I am only on page 4. It's like not, this is not substantial. Most of this is the acknowledgments and a map, which is awesome, by the way. But I would like to get like a chunk done. So I'm going to try and get to page 40, I think. That doesn't sound like a lot, but for me it is because I'm super slow, which I think is chapter, without spoiling myself, I think it's chapter 5. So that's my goal going in. Rachel has 2 books currently reading, trying to finish up August. Okay, yeah. You're rereading Rage of Dragons. Oh, I do not have that on my shelves right now, but that's because it's in my suitcase because it is going with me. That chunker is going to be probably half of my 50-pound limit in my suitcase, but I'm doing it. I'm not going without it. Reading's been slow. I'm always slow, so no problems there. Get it. Survivor of the Night first. About 80 pages in. Okay, all right. So you've made headway. Very good. Well, let's go ahead and I have a timer thingy. You guys are kind of my not hamsters, guinea pigs. I mean, you guys could be hamsters too. Cool. Love that this is live. There's no bloopers here. I created like a sprint thing so that we can do like 10 minutes at a time. But this is my first time using it. So if it's awful and embarrassing and like doesn't work, you guys were guinea pigs or hamsters. Really depends. Just a heads up there. But my emergency 3 minutes to go get my boba tea thing worked. So I'm feeling pretty good. So if you guys want to get your books ready, if you're not, or if you were doing writing sprints, I've had people on live shows do writing sprints before too for 10 minutes and then chat. Feel free to mute me. There isn't music with the timer. It's just 10 minutes and like little dingy stars, and that's about it. So yeah, let's pull that up here. Okay, let's see here. Get this. Hold on. I'm trying to make myself show up. But we just have a 10-minute timer. Okay, cool. Yeah. No. Great. I'm back. Sorry. I don't know why it's not doing the thing I want, whereas I'm in the corner. I'm like a little person in the corner. So it's not doing that. So it might just be the full screen is the timer, but I'll be reading, and I wish I knew how to. Maybe if I do it this way. I'm just going to play it real cool. I have no idea how to do the thing that I was trying to do. So instead, it'll just be the full screen and a timer, very calming, very chill. And then when the timer is done, we'll chat again, right? Yes? Nod for understanding. I can't see any of you, so I guess I'll just read the chat. Great. Thank you for thinking the screen is cute. It will be the entire screen. So I'm glad you like it because it's the whole screen. All right. I've got my book ready. If everyone else, Sarah's just staring at me like, wow. Sarah, I should have invited you onto these. So that there was another person like actively watching my fail like verbally. That would have been great. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer, and then once the timer's done, I'll check back in with you guys, see how many pages we got, see just how you guys are doing, come up with other chatty things. I'm gonna drink my boba tea. So let's get started. If anything goes wrong, tell me in the chat because I will not know. Thanks, guys. Okay, we're back. Make sure I'm not muted. Yeah, cool. We're actually back. How did that go for you guys? I made progress on both my boba tea and my book, so checking in. How are you guys doing? I actually made more progress than I thought. I was kind of giving myself like a drink per page type thing where I was like, if you read a page, you get to drink. But I'm actually, this starts off right off the bat. I won't give you any spoilers because this is actually book 2 in The Crown of Feathers. But it's pretty action packed like right off the bat. So that's cool. Like it gave me a remembrance of what I liked about the first one. So yeah. I'm reading as best as I can. Can you pause it? Yeah. I'll pop these up here so that I don't look like I'm talking to myself as people talk. But yeah. I'm already enjoying this, which is really good. If you haven't read the first one, I guess I'll just do like the YouTube thing and be like, so if you haven't read this one, the first book, it's about Phoenix writers, and the first book actually has a really strong plot pivot where it starts out like these two sisters are like trying to gain like their Phoenix so that they can like become Phoenix writers, and that's like a really rare thing that's kind of become like legend. But they're set on doing it, and then yes, Sarah, I know you told me. They're like set out on doing this thing. They like believe the legends and the myths, and then like right off the bat, it actually like turns out that like it's not a spoiler. It's the whole dang setup is that they do get Phoenix, and then things pivot quite a bit really quickly. Like it did not plot wise think it did not go where I thought it was going, and then there's also like a very strong like almost like an academy type feel to part of the book, and then it pivots again and has lots of really good action scenes. And I mean, there's Phoenix, and like they're bonded, and it's all magic and cool and stuff. So yeah, I don't have the first one with me because that's also in my suitcase, but I do have the second, and I've been talking about reading it. I'd say about a year. I've said I've been trying to read it for about a year, and now I am 11 pages in. So yeah, we're getting somewhere. We're doing things. We have made a 5-page progress, but it is really good. So I don't think I'll need to bribe myself with boba. How about everyone else? Let's see. I can ask. Dun, dun, dun. How far are you into your book? Sure. I made some of these like pre-made questions because I was like, what if you get nervous and forget to speak? But that's kind of what I was just asking people. So yeah, how far did you get? It's also okay if you don't talk in the chat. I'm saying so many weird things today. I am kind of a lurker on live shows. Like I'll watch a live show and I will hardly ever say a word. Like unless I have a question, a very pressing question or something like that. I participate in live shows and you would never know. So it's also okay if you don't talk. Like there's no pressure to talk. Especially if you're just here to read and you're like muting me while I talk. That's cool too. But yeah, so Sarah, did you end up okay? Sarah, did you read the last book in this? Have you finished the series? Is that a thing that you've done? And you started a book, Things Not Seen by Andrew Clements, page 6. All right. Very cool. Rachel hasn't read yet, but you're about to put your kiddo to bed. That's just how that goes. And I will be wishing him sweet dreams so that you are able to come back and participate in the live show. Also, your kid is just adorable and he deserves sleep. No. Oh, okay. You just got it the other day. Okay. I was going to say, I couldn't tell. So this lovely little lady is the 3rd book in this series. This is the Al Crate edition. I bought this remember when I said I don't get up at 8 a.m.? I am assuming that I got this at 8 a.m. Because I actually have no recollection or memory of buying this. I didn't notice that I had made the purchase, and when I got the Owl Crate email, it was the follow-up email right before you get it, which is like, hey, your book is coming. And I was like, what book? I don't subscribe to you anymore. And yeah, so that was cool because I had no idea, and I scrolled down and I saw that I got this, and I was like, you do not deserve this. You have not read the second one at all. So I do have the full set though. I have all the Outcrate editions, which is really cool. I was not going to get it. I don't know what possessed me or when. I have no recollection of actually purchasing this book. But yeah, I was like, you haven't read the second one. You're not going to get the third. And I have the third. So great. But I am reading and enjoying this one, so I know I'll get to the next one. Yes, it was definitely a surprise present to myself, not a regular present. Yeah, it was a thing. Alrighty. Well, I mean, I'm totally good to start sprints again. Rachel, I know you probably got to put your kiddo to sleep. I don't know if you're how you are multitasking or if you are, but you're more than welcome to join us whenever you're ready. And you reminded me to buy the third one. What time was it? Did you send me a link? Did I respond? You know what? I actually don't want to even know the answer. That's great. That's cool. I have it. So thanks. All right. I am going to, I really wish I could do the screen thing where I go off into the corner just so I feel more present. Like I'm not just leaving you high and dry, but I'm even on it in the section. Like I watched the YouTube. I watched how to do this, and it's not reacting to me. I don't know if it's because like I'm poor and I didn't pay them. I don't have the premium subscription, but sorry guys. So I'm going to disappear again, and we'll go ahead and start the sprints, another 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and either I'll talk, you'll talk, or we'll do a mixture of both. So not the Draconathon ones. I almost gave you Draconathon sprints, which are different and exciting, but I want to wait for those. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I got a real snazzy situation going on here, as Soleil just messaged me. But I have no idea what I'm doing with it. Okay, so the timer goes off, and if you have your sound on, because you're not muting me, I think it plays music for you guys. It plays music for me because I added music to the timer. And that was so that I could switch over once the live show was done, or like so that I also knew so that I did not just keep reading and leave you guys all to die. But it like just pops me back over and turns my microphone back on as soon as the video ends. So as soon as the 10 minutes is up, it just boom, I'm back on screen. I'm like, this is horrifying. Really glad that didn't happen because I was drinking my boba tea, and one of the pieces of boba definitely like fell out of my mouth and onto the page. I'm sorry, I just horrified half of you. But it was one of those times where I stared at my screen. I was like, wow, I'm really glad no one can see me right now. I guess that's the downside for some people if you really just want to watch me fail. But I did make it. I'm in chapter 2, which is great. Chapter 1 was actually a really easy read. I'm glad that they just kind of like went into a main character and just like went straight into plot stuff so that you have an idea of what's going on and gave us a cute action scene without it didn't feel overwhelming. It was very easy to get straight into once I actually started. And chapter 2 is actually from the villain's perspective, which I will not give away because I think it's a sweet piece of book 1. But yeah, I really dislike this character, and it's made fun. It's fun to dislike this character. Yes, yes, Soleil. It is Heart of Flames. Listen, I'm reading it, and that's all that matters. I know I have been saying I was going to read it for a long time, but I'm actually reading it, and I have witnesses now. So my wrap up that I eventually do is going to be, I'm going to be real proud. Also, if I'm just staring into the distance, it's because I'm reading these as best as I can and as fast as I can because I have dyslexia. So I'm sticking up the word flabbergasted so I can stall for time. Okay, well, Soleil is setting it up for Blaze Wrath games. So if you saw this lovely book here displayed, this is our group book for Draconathon, our dragon-based readathon. That's coming up in August, which is why I'm trying to finish my July TBR now so that I can just slide into August. Some of the things I say out loud. I can just slide into August feeling real great and just reading dragon books. So yeah, but this is our group book and I'm super stoked for it. It's like, I mean, actually, honestly, it's kind of perfect since we're going into the Olympics. I mean, the Olympics will have like just ended, but it's pretty great because it's pretty much Dragon Olympics. I know that I'm not summing that up correctly, but Soleil's actually read the book, so go to her channel. What else do we got here? Wow. No, it's just Soleil really hamming it up. What do we got? Yes. So, wow, okay. Y'all are just being real bros and talking about Draconathon. Excellent. Thank you, guys. One of the prompts is to read a book with a dragon. Okay, so all of the dragon prompts, there's an entire announcement video for this. I applaud anyone who's actually listening to this twice. There's dragon prompts where they're all have to have a dragon in it. And then there's world or global prompts that don't have to have a dragon in it, but they have to be from one of the prompts' origin. I promise you that I said it way better in my announcement video, or Soleil's. Soleil is also very well spoken and says it in her announcement video. So yeah, we have that. Also, I'm lying. We are not in 10-minute sprints. I am killing time, drinking boba tea, and taking a break. Oh, speaking of, I did say this was a caffeinated chat as well as sprints because I didn't want to lie to y'all. Is anyone actually drinking anything besides me? I got boba. This is specifically brown sugar and Caffeine. I think it's like a milk tea. It's a brown sugar milk tea with caffeine because they give you like non-caffeinated options as well. Rachel listening twice. And yeah, it's really, oh my gosh, Gavin, hi, hello, how are you doing? Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Gavin actually has a fantastic like dragon interview where like a whole bunch of authors were dragoning it up. Yeah, that's a real thing. Drinking rum. Ooh, right on. Okay. Yeah, I had to stop. That's cool. I mean, you drink some rum, so you're already doing well. Yeah. I did go with I actually went with brown sugar boba because someone randomly posted on Instagram like that I wasn't living my best life if I wasn't, and I was like, I've never had brown sugar. It's very, very good. Brown sugar and boba tea were definitely meant to go together. I think it was Mika August. Yeah, it was Mika actually, who posted on Instagram. Look at us all. Yes. Let's see. What do we got here? I'm reading what else everyone else is drinking. So Soleil's drinking water, living her best life. Soleil also has emergency vanilla in her purse at all times, so there's a little character development in Soleil. It really is perfect timing. I saw it and I was like, yep, that's great. Also, it gave me, I was able to see dragon books that, because we were constantly looking for dragon books, I was like, this is perfect for dragon recommendations and just for getting things besides like high fantasy, like the epic dragon books of like, it gave a little bit more options because, you know, there's a lot of different types of dragon books out there. Soleil has had brown sugar boba, and now I don't think she's my closest friend because why wouldn't you have recommended this to me? Why didn't I find out until Instagram? Where were you? Let's see. Sarah, did you say what you were drinking? Oh, yes, there we go. Monster came out with energy water. The energy drink came out with energy water, and I'm trying it. Not sure how I feel about it, honestly. Yeah, I'm not a big Monster fan anyway, but I know you are, so yeah, I look forward to your review because I can't imagine trying that myself unless it was like highly recommended by you. No. Well, I knew about I knew the brown sugar. No, not brown sugar boba. Didn't know it existed. And yeah, energy water does sound terrifying. Hello. Also, just saying hi. My drink of choice is water. Awesome. At 1 a.m., it's okay to not be drinking caffeine at 1 a.m. And some people can't even have caffeine. So my mom doesn't drink caffeine, so I always have to establish that I'm getting caffeine in my drinks because right now I'm living in my mom's garage. It tastes like Gatorade. Okay, like what flavor of Gatorade? Because that makes a huge difference. Like, is it blue Gatorade? Because then it tastes like magic. If it's not blue Gatorade, you can leave that up to you. Gavin does not know about brown sugar boba, so thank you. Let's see. Good morning. Hello. I mean, based off of the time, I wouldn't not recommend caffeine and coffee, but you know, I wouldn't recommend it. I have done that before and it's destroyed me. Are there any readathons before we start sprints now? Are there any readathons that anyone's currently doing? I didn't do any July readathons because I was just hyper focused on trying to get my stuff done. But are y'all part of any readathons right now? And Soleil, I'm reading your comment. Excellent. Retribution. That's what I like to see. Like, thank you. Thank you for admitting your wrongs. I have wanted to start a lot of my dragon books. Yeah. I literally, I kind of hosted these sprints because I need to get through all of my books and because I'm trying to stall off starting my dragon books. The moment I got this, I opened it and was like, no, this is your group book. You need to wait. And it was really, really difficult to do so because the moment I started looking into what my TBR should be, I found so many dragon books and I'm like, wow, I could read that like right now. It sounds good. I don't have it in my description box right now, but we do have like a crowdsourced list of dragon books, and it's like all age ranges. It's pretty fantastic, and people are constantly adding to it. But it's also pretty extensive, and there are so many dragon books out there that I wanted to read them all. So let's see. Reading your message, Gavin. Okay. Also, the emoji face was super sad. Yeah, oh, that's right, Sarah. Yes, you are doing your Full Metal Readathon. My little brother, who does not read, almost joined your Readathon. He watched your announcement video and was like, that is such a good idea. That is so cool. And he like got geared up for it, was ready, does not read, did not do it. Yeah, super impressive though. You almost got him to read. He was going to read Full Metal Alchemist too because he has all the manga, but he did not end up going that route. But it was inspiring, and that's all I can say for that. Okay, what do we got? That's a lie. Oh, fantastic. We love lies. The first month of the Full Metal Readathon challenge. It's a 3-month readathon. I feel like there's plenty of room to be confused. You're doing great. Honestly, I almost accidentally in my announcement video for Draconathon almost said it was in July, which would have really messed with people because it was coming out mid-July. And luckily I caught myself and I was like, nope, August. Nobody knows what month it is. Sorry, again, reading. I went full on last month. Oh, for whatever-a-thon. I did hear about that. Yeah, I have to take breaks in between readathons as well. Yeah. It's one of those things where I really love doing readathons, but if I do one, the next month I have it off or I'll collapse. And yeah, oh, I meant to click on a different one, but love you. I was gonna say, yeah, it is a bold choice, like a 3-month readathon. I don't think Soleil and I would actually. I think we would end up killing each other. We love each other so much, and we are both introverts who are just trying to survive. And 3 months of us just like coordinating, yeah, it would be rough. I think Soleil would agree. If you don't agree, Soleil, then like still fits into my narrative because are you running one soon? Our readathon, or are we talking about Sarah's readathon? Our readathon is happening August all the way through August, and we have an announcement already up. Me and Soleil, Little Reader's Corner in the channel there. And then Sarah is doing the first half of her one now. Wait. Sarah probably also has an announcement up. I will not try and promote yours, Sarah. You'll be like, nope, it's all wrong. So how are we thinking as far as getting more sprints done? Since someone in here has 10 books to read, another person 2. Soleil's zipping away from her TBR, so she probably doesn't care, but yes. Okay, great. But yeah, if you guys are ready for another round of sprints, we can do that. I know that's why a lot of people are here. So, I mean, that's why I'm here, and for you guys. So if we're ready for that, I'll go ahead and switch over. For those people that just joined, it does just switch me over to a totally different screen. I can't get it to do the split screen thing. I'm not tech savvy. I'm tech illiterate. I don't know. So I'll figure that out later. And for now, it's just going to switch over to the screen and you'll just see the sprint screen and then I pop back on. So enjoy reading. Enjoy your beverages and your water because most of you are drinking water. And I'll see you in 10. Let's go ahead and randomly talk until these sprints start. That's right. It just comes right back on. Okay. Hi, guys. Did you guys get any reading done apart from Soleil, who's avoiding her TBR? I actually finished that chapter, which I know I seem surprised every time like a sprint ends and I'm like, I actually read something. Like, as if that wasn't the entire point of this. But it is really easy to read, and I am really enjoying it. I forgot that the first book in this series is literally one of my favorite books. I think I forgot the feeling it gave me while I was reading it. Definitely, actually, because it actually reminds me. Oh, I actually have it. Okay, I'm gonna do some Jenga here. Hold on. Yes, that could have been way less cool. It reminds me, if you guys have ever read these, the Tamara Pierce books, Alana, The First Adventure, and the rest of these that I'm not going, they'll all just fall in my head, I know it. But this series gives me these vibes. They don't have all the same tropes or anything like that. It's just, I remember reading this book and just getting a very sparkly feeling inside when I was reading these. And the Crown of Feathers books, I don't know if it's the voice, the tone, or what it is, but I actually get a very similar feeling there. The main character, I guess, has some of those similar like attributes that the main character Alana has in these, but I think it's mostly like a vibe thing. So yeah, I'm feeling a nostalgic feeling while reading this, and it's brand new. So I guess I would recommend this. I am 24 pages in, so I don't know how highly I should be recommending this, but I'm currently recommending this. I guess you'll watch my wrap up eventually and be like, guess that changed or it stayed the same. But yeah, currently recommending and really enjoying it. So how's it all going for you? Checking the chat now. Sorry, I rambled on and forgot to click over. Let's see. Oh, you switched books. Okay, all right. A Taste for Love. That sounds steamy and it might not be. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to call you out. I'm like, it sounds great. Half episode. Soleil, which one of your things are you watching a half episode of? Oh no. No. So July videos are Soleil and I ship name. Oh, okay, so this is funny. I didn't even read Soleil's reaction to that, but mine was very much so capital letters. Oh no. July is Soleil and I ship name, and we do have a playlist of all of our videos where we're featured together. It's as it sounds. Watching sprints, great. Let's see. And sorry, I'm catching up as best I can. Oh, watch the dragon announcement video. Yay, thank you. Yeah, we're really excited for it. And what a great use of sprints. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Okay, I'm definitely going to go back and find. I'm guessing you put them on your channel. I guess like I sometimes will read a book privately, but I'm going to be hunting for that on your channel. So if you don't actually have that on your channel, I don't know. I guess, maybe do a fake one, because I would love to see your reaction to that. I absolutely love. It's probably one of my childhood favorite series is the Lioness Quartet. Still here. Read a few pages of Girl, Woman, Other. Oh, that title sounds familiar, but the cover is not popping up in my head. I guess this is the signal for cover. So how is it? Is it good? A few pages here and there. Not steamy. It's a YA contemporary. Well, a person can have hopes. Never Have I Ever. Again, I'm guessing the again is not part of the title. Got to do another rewatch before the start of the new season. I actually do want to watch Never Have I Ever. I saw that one's on Netflix, correct? Am I making that up in my head? Yeah, chaos. It's just a lot. There's a boba on the cover. That's steamy, in my opinion. I'm like, ooh, read that book. I don't know. Sometimes I realize that some of these things are just on the internet, and I'm like, you're gonna regret saying that out loud later. Don't have it on your channel, Gavin. Yeah, okay. It really, as far as reading when I was younger, it really helped me in a lot of ways. Like I had a lot of similarities to the main character, in like feeling more comfortable in other aspects of like who I was and like wanting to dress a certain way and all of those things. And it very much so normalized it, even in a time where that wasn't a conversation that was really being normalized and stuff like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I look forward to you eventually doing a review. I will forgive you. Let's see. 2 years. Please watch it. I started Atypical, and you have watched that. So I am doing my part. Oh no. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Thank you is my grateful response. My internal screaming response is, oh no. I remember myself in those videos, and I'm like, wow, what an unfortunate memory. Seeing if we have, I think I caught up on the comments. Da, da, da. Atypical is the best. Great, see? So yeah, no, episode 1 was really cute of Atypical. If you are looking for something to start, I recommend that one. It was just right off the bat, like very much so I got like a tone and feel for like what the show was doing, and I was like, I like this. The vlog. Yeah, no, very long time ago. One of the first times we ever hung out, so I cannot imagine. Desperate Measures by Katie Roberts. Oh, yeah, okay, so I'm about to fall for what everyone is saying, too. I don't know if I was going to read that one, Desperate Measures, but I started seeing Katie Roberts' name everywhere, and I was like, all right, like, what is this? And I started reading some of the synopsis, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm in. I'll try it. Like, if everyone's saying this is good, and this is the synopsis, I'm in. So, I hope you are enjoying it. Let's see. Oh, also, I noticed you said you were listening to it. I often listen to audiobooks, especially right now, and I'm always looking to know if an audiobook is good. So if you're enjoying the audiobook, especially for that type of book, I'd love to know if that's any good, because I do listen to a crap ton of audiobooks, and sometimes like the narrator can really make it or break it in some moments. Oh, okay. All right. Wow. Yeah, I love actually having like comfort shows. So I'm going to slurp some of this. I'm going to try and not do what I did off camera, which was I had to have it like fall on the ground. It was terrible. But I'm also thirsty. I love comfort shows and shows that just I can go to and rewatch, and that definitely seems like a show that you could do that with. I love looking back at old videos just to see what it was like back then. Yeah, actually, I do that a lot, actually. I'm definitely, hello. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself with, yes, as far as like going back and watching old videos, I actually do that because I usually don't like the video. I'll start off by saying that. When I watch an older video, I'm like, ooh, wow, this is on the internet, as I continuously say, but at the same time, it actually gives me a lot of like understanding that my current video I can rewatch 1,000 times because I have to edit it. It's like kind of soothing to be like, okay, you progressed. Like you think that's cringy, but at the time you didn't think it was cringy. So like you have progressed, you have changed. I especially like watching my vlogs I don't think that this will like kick me off because everyone's used to the word, but pre-COVID. There's quite a few vlogs where I like to watch them because it's like I've actually documented my memories. So that's really neat too. And I like watching people's old stuff. Other people's old stuff, it like helps me introduce myself to the person. So if they haven't privated old videos, I will watch them. I am one of those nightmare people where I will go back and watch other people's old stuff because I don't like starting right where they're at. I like to get to know them a little bit. Let's see. Soleil's talking, saying words. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, look at her go. Yeah. I will, depending on what kind of dumb thing I'm saying, I feel that way. I also, I don't know if anyone knows this, but I lost both of my cats in the past few months, which is why my intro changed and all of that stuff. And I just didn't want to make like a video about it. I didn't want to make like an update video and have to edit it and talk about it. And like, I'm an Aquarius. I literally just avoided all of that. And so I did a new intro and outro, so I wasn't like constantly doing that. But I do love the fact that I have so much documentation, mostly of me screaming at my cat, Ima, telling her to shut up, which to me is like fondness because she could yowl. And yeah, it was one of those things where I'm so grateful that I have some of those moments of my cat because otherwise I'm not, okay, I'd be lying if I don't say I'm constantly documenting my cat. But to have such like long drawn out moments or moments where she was reading with me, it's super cool to go back to. So those moments I definitely am beyond relieved that I have. Let's see. Thank you, Gavin. I appreciate that. Ooh, okay. Voices are good. 2 people. I love when they give the dual narrators. That's really cool. Have read Neon Gods too. Actually pre-ordered the 2nd book. Ooh, and okay. That's the one I was going to read is Neon Gods. So looking forward to that. Yeah, you know what? When I started my channel, I didn't think of it at all. It wasn't until like we started, being stuck indoors and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't even remember what it was like to not be like this. And I have a 2nd channel that I haven't started yet for my Japan journey. And I'm subscribed to myself because I'm like, yeah, give me that number. And one of my old videos came up and I was like, oh, wow, like that happened. And I like clicked on and watched it and I was like, this was a good time. And yeah, so I didn't immediately realize that I was documenting myself for my own memories until later. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. I definitely didn't want to put it in a video, so I don't even know if I'll ever acknowledge it on screen because I don't want to have to edit and talk about it, but it's live, so like now that you guys know, you'll just be the ones to know. I think I also put a post up being like, hey, this happened, but I did lose both of my kitties, so yeah, that sucked. Sucked obviously doesn't cover it. I'm not a robot. I just not doing that. Oh, looking at the comments. How are we doing with another round of sprints? I really am actually getting close to where I wanted to be. I'm on page 24 and I want to get to 50. So I'm okay if you guys are okay. I mean, you're here, so I figure we could do more sprints. For those who joined later, I am going to the zoo later. So you might not know that. So I won't be, I probably will not go over 2 hours because I have to I'm in my pajamas. So, so I will prepare for the zoo. We also had to, I'm about to ramble. That's your warning. Yes, today is a zoo day. Put that up because that is the truth. We had to pre-order these tickets because they're only allowing a limited amount of people into the zoo, and being really safe about that. I am fully vaccinated, but we're also going to be wearing masks, and I'm really, really excited to go to the zoo. The zoo is one of my favorite places to go. I can spend a lot of time there, and so yeah, we're gonna go do that today, but I have to get dressed, so I probably will not go past the 2 hour mark. So I do want to get more sprints done. Oh, people are saying things. Favorite animal at the zoo is a zebra, a gravy zebra, to be specific about my zebras. I freaking love zebras. I don't know. They're just such assholes. Like, they're so feisty and like just little jerks. I'm like giving them no merits. They're also just really cool. I read a lot about them when I was a kid because I thought I wanted one. I wanted a horse, and my mom was like, "Those are expensive." So my logic was like, "I'll get a smaller horse." Did not think of pony. Went with zebra. Um, got past 12 and figured out I wasn't doing that, but had already done the research. Uh, Ended up with no zebra and a lot of knowledge on zebras. So now I'm always excited to see them at the zoo. Um, what is your favorite animal at the zoo, everyone? Or if you don't like the zoo, because that's also legit. Lots of people don't like the zoo, but I actually, I I fully understand that. I actually donate through my local zoo and have worked with them before, so I feel really comfortable with my zoo, but I understand not supporting all zoos for sure. Let's see. Yes, Sarah was. Oh, I'm clicking on random things. Favorite zoo animal: zebra. Logic. They're jerks. That's. Thank you for summing that up for me. Let's see. Oh yes, Soleil is super into giraffes, and the otters. Yes, we actually have a vlog where we go to the zoo, and in Soleil's vlog, she has like romantic music playing, and she like slow motion has a zebra running. No, not a zebra, a giraffe, and I cracked up. I too would love to see a unicorn. Hippos, yes. We did not the last time I was at the zoo, which was over a year ago. We did not have a hippo exhibit, and I was like, "Where's our hippo?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, he like went to Seattle." And I'm like, "Oh okay, getting rid of our hippo, rude." The penguins are fantastic. I am going to scroll up because I think I love otters are beautiful. Like that's just a true statement. Partial to tigers. Yeah, our lion exhibit is actually really cool. I always get super cool pictures of lions when I'm at the zoo and cheetahs because they always like lean up against the glass because there's like a shaded area. And so I'm like, wow, I'm really dang close to a lion. Yeah, they like did a trade where they were like, hey, like we ended up with an extra elephant. This is how often I go to the zoo. I was like, where is this one? What is happening here? We ended up with an extra elephant, not element, um, and lost our hippo. So I was like, okay, I guess, I mean, they're both large gray animals. I guess that's a fair trade. I trade Pokemon cards, not animals, so I wouldn't know, but yes. So hopefully we have a hippo back. I also didn't want to lose the elephant though. I don't know how I'd work that. I would like my cake and eat it too. I'd like the elephant and the hippo. He was asleep and I only saw his paw. Okay, but lion paws are cute. They're like the little black beans and they're adorable. This is a black bean. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. They are so cute. Otters really are. I always like, I underestimate the otter. I'm always like, yeah, like I'm not really going to see otters, and then I see an otter, and I just shut up. Like they are adorable, and they're always playing and having a good time. No one has a better time at the zoo than an otter. Tiger toe beans, right? They're freaking cute. I mean, like deadly and completely cute. All right, I think I'm caught up on comments, and I did just promise you guys sprints and then talk about wild animals for like 10 minutes. Feel free to also just keep talking in the chat if you guys aren't doing sprints. Like whatever you feel like doing is totally fine. I'm just glad you guys are here and chatting it up with me in between. And I am going to get to page 50. I feel it in my bones. So let's go ahead and start another 10 minutes of sprints. And I'll see you guys unless you leave when I get back. So clicking off here. And we're back. I just got to a POV that I forgot existed, so that was cool. I was like, wait, who are you? Oh yeah, this entire plot line I forgot about. So I was definitely reading this a bit slower, as I had forgot the character existed, and I really liked this character in the first book, so I waited too long. I know I did. I don't know if you guys do this where you really enjoy a book and then wait too long for the second one and you feel like you need to do a reread. I'm going to keep reading this anyway because Nikki Paparetto actually does, by the way, for people just randomly coming in, Heart of Flames is the book I'm reading. Nikki Paparetto actually does a really good job of reminding me. That's the only reason I know what's going on right now, is because the character is like, and anyway, this just happened, and this just happened. It's, yeah. Also, does the music bug you guys at the end? How you doing with that? I almost had music going all the way through, but I would have had to mute it, and that would have been like, I mean, they're my sprints. Like, but I can't listen to music while I read, but I know a lot of people need it, or they get distracted, or, you know, things like that. Also, this boba tea straw is like pointing at my face. But yeah, I definitely, I want music at the end to remind myself to come back, but also I had music originally going out throughout, but I can't read with music. How about you guys? Also, welcome back, Rachel. I'm guessing your child is asleep, and lovely. Me with Rage of Dragons. Yeah, I totally get it. Also, you are in for a treat. Oh, you listen to ASMR when you read. Right on. Very, very, very cool. I sometimes will listen. What kind of ASMR do you listen to? If you don't mind sharing, like some people don't want to, but I have liked like kind of like nature sounds and things like that. But like there are some ASMR where I've listened to it and I'm like, this is doing the opposite of what I think it's supposed to do. So I'm always taking new recommendations to try something new. Hello, thank you for hopping on and saying so. And the giraffes. What is the context of this? Hold on, let me scroll up. Oh, okay. All right. Yes, the zoo vlogs. Okay, there's my context. I'm like, why are you screaming the word giraffe? Why is that not that unusual? Right on. Gavin. Let's see. Also, just throwing out this, we were talking about hippos earlier and how our hippo from our zoo, this is going to seem so out of context, but the hippo from the Portland Zoo disappeared about 2 years ago, and they're like, oh yeah, he was traded to the Seattle Zoo, so you have our hippo in the Seattle Zoo, and I'm not salty about it. I'm just, you just happen to have Seattle in your screen name. So I thought I'd point that out. Let's see. Sarah, I'm reading your comment. About to have dinner. Oh yeah, have fun. I'm so glad it motivated you to pick up a book. Me too. Also, enjoy dinner. Let's see. I rightfully so. You're reacting to that. Yes. Please say hi to the hippo when you go to the zoo. ASMR nature sounds. Yes. Oh yeah, rain. Part of the reason I love living in Portland is the rainfall. Right now we're in a drought, so that's awkward, but that is exactly what just happened. But yeah, I love Portland because it has so much rain. I really enjoy the rain, and I love the smell of it, all of it. But yeah, I love rain, and I guess I wasn't sure if that was ASMR, so that's great. It definitely gives me a tingly, happy feeling. No music for me, but ASMR. I need to try more ASMR things. Crickets, because you don't get crickets in the UK. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, no, I love the sound of them too. I didn't know that you didn't get crickets there. I am a huge fan of bugs. If you watch my channel, you might have picked up on that. Sometimes it randomly comes in where I'm like, look, a spider, and everyone's like, why are you doing this in a vlog? But yeah, I really, really love bugs, and I am excited to go to Japan partially for the bugs. And that is one of the largest complaints about like living in Japan is they're like, y'all don't understand the bugs. And I hope to understand the bugs. Let's see, what else do we have here? What about ASMR of books for reading? Oh yeah, in talking about ASMR, like during reading, do you like having music in the background or different ASMR in the background? I can't do music, but I think I'm gonna try some different ASMR things because I'm seeing like crackling fires, library scene. I love all that kind of stuff. I didn't realize that was ASMR, and I never use it to read. You guys are stuck with me, but like yeah. I will definitely have to give that a try because when I look up ASMR videos to like read to, I found some very like there's been quite a variety. So I will be narrowing it definitely down to crackling fires, and crickets are a must. Come to Australia, lots of books. Australia is definitely on my bucket list. I have a bucket list and Australia is on there for sure. I've also seen the size of your guys' bugs on the internet, and I mean, partially terrifying, but also really, really cool. unless they kill you, which in that case, like, no. I don't want to die by bugs. I just want to, like look at them. Pencil writing. Okay. Yeah, I came across a lot of whispering, and I think it gave me the sensation that is not described with ASMR. Which some people that totally works for them. And then some people are like Soleil and are very straightforward about exactly what I'm saying, which is it kind of creeped me out, but there are different ASMR things. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misunderstood what you were saying. Like flipping books and stuff like that. I've actually never seen or heard that. I might have to look into that. That seems like, I mean, it'd be kind of give you a library vibe, or like you had friends and you're reading together. Wow, that sounded really sad. But like, it would definitely give you the vibe of Friends. Oh. Gavin trying to push Soleil to record ASMR so you can like them. That is all right. I feel like Soleil, you actually would be able to do some. Soleil does a lot of like aesthetic shots and things like that. I feel like you could definitely pull off like an ASMR of like books and stuff like that. It's a very dark academia, sometimes light academia, which I found out is a thing, kind of vibe. I obviously recommend Soleil's channel, but I feel like you could totally do ASMR, especially with your journaling videos. That would be cool. ASMR watching Julie videos. That's not ASMR. I am fully aware. Library vibes are my kind of vibes. Yeah, absolutely. I love reading at the library. And it's not because I have such large library fees that they won't let me check the books out. It's because of the atmosphere. And yeah, no, reading at the library is really, really calming. And I never thought of those types of things as being like, but those are totally like atmospheric, and it does have to do with like sound and stuff like that. So that's cool. I'm gonna look more into ASMR. You guys are selling me on it. And yes, that is absolutely true. I love a lot of things about Portland, and our library like is pretty fantastic. I was actually gonna do a video there a while ago, like a year and a 2020 ago. And I had a whole series planned before I went to Japan, and that was one of them. And I was going to do like a read with me because they were like just becoming popular, and I was going to just be me reading at the PDX library because it is fantastic and beautiful and majestic. My local little library is also super cute. That's not a lie. I'm working on it. It's an ongoing process. It's not from a lack of respect, just I don't know where half of the things are in my house. Like, where are my keys right now? Where is my cell phone? Actually, my cell phone's right here because I'm literally watching myself. But yeah, where are my library books? We don't know. Working on it though. I'm sorry, when you said Portland, I just thought 50 Shades. I thought that took place in New York. I have not read that book before or watched the movie. Does it take place in Portland? Is he a Portland billionaire? Is that I did not realize. I also don't even know if he's a billionaire. I might have just made that up. This isn't. I'm just making things up. Yeah, no, I haven't read or watched that, so I didn't know if it took place in Portland. I don't know why I assumed it was New York. I guess because I saw a city. It happens in Seattle. Yeah. Oh, okay. I missed a. There we go. Ooh, yes. All right. Collab. Love that. Yes. I am working on going out into the real world. Oh, it happens in Seattle. Oh, okay. This makes sense now. 50 Shades of Grey happens in Seattle. They filmed it there. Okay. All right. Well, you put an ellipses at the end of that statement, so right on. Yeah. I usually like a lot of the time, like if a book gets a lot of guff, that doesn't actually turn me away from the book. Like the review has to have like something in it where I morally would have trouble reading it. But I haven't gotten around to that yet, so I have not formed my own opinion. And I haven't watched the movie because I haven't formed an opinion on the book, and I like doing book and then movie. Which honestly, I don't know if anyone else does this. I feel like I need to switch and start watching the movie before the books because no matter what, the book is most likely going to be better. So I'm like, maybe I should switch it so that I'm not disappointed every single time I watch a book to movie adaptation. I don't know. Also, I do want to. I'm not going to get. I don't think I'm going to get to 50 pages before I ditch you all for the zoo. Lovingly ditch you all for the zoo. Jade out here with bold opinions. Yeah, that's me. Oh, you were a Seattle tour guide when they were filming the last one. They blocked off the tour route. Wow. Okay. All right. You have like firsthand knowledge of this entire situation. Huh. I had no idea. Huh. Yeah. Well, so much for it taking place in New York. I also flipped randomly. I flipped the page to like as a nervous tick. I have no idea, but I'm like, wow, that's the end of that chapter. I do not want to read that before I get to it. Let's see. That's a good shout to watch to avoid disappointment. I've been doing the same that with Disney movies recently. Yeah, I think Disney usually veers so far off from the adaptation or like in its adaptation. Like I feel like it's very two different things at that point. But yeah, no, I might start switching it up and watching the movie first because I'm not one to be deterred if I know the plot. If anything, like it allows me to look through if there's like twists and turns and stuff like that. I can like see them the first time because I am a rereader. I like looking back through a book and seeing all the plot twists and stuff. So reading Jade, I have a list of movies and shows that are better than the books. Okay, yeah, no, we can totally test the theory. I am happy to. And then we can make a Soleil video about it. You also do the movies first. Okay. Depends on the genre. Okay. What genre would you say is a must book before movie, would you say? Is it like mystery thriller or I won't put words in your mouth, so yeah. Would love a Haiti. I don't know why I read it as Hade. Would love a Hade. Would love a Hade. Gavin, I'm gonna give you a second. It's probably me, but I don't know what that. Oh, okay. It finally popped up on my end. I was like, what? What are you trying to say to me? How do I help you? Would love a Jade Soleil battling movie to book adaptation. I think we almost got into it in one of our videos. We ended up like bringing up like, would a book make a good movie? And there were a couple tense interactions where we're like, no. So yeah, no, I think we should totally do a follow-up on actual book to movie adaptations. That'd be super fun. Oh, and Soleil's already promised it to you, so great. Book before movie would be fantasy. Oh, okay, like Six of Crows. Gotcha. That makes sense. I feel like I'm actually going to leave this up here while I talk about it. I feel like first, like Six of Crows and the entire Grishaverse books that they're doing right now with Netflix, I don't know anyone who hasn't read the books who is watching it. So I'm really curious to know, for people who have not read the series and are just watching the show, just like point blank, if they understand what's going on or are enjoying it, because I feel like I know too much information that I can't like empathetically watch from a viewer perspective versus a reader perspective. Like there were a couple times where I'm like, oh, this is a great scene or whatever, and then I'm like, I have no idea if this is actually hitting for people. I know the goat hit for people, but like the rest of it. Book before movie, YA, fantasy, and sci-fi. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome. I mean, we haven't done it yet, but you are welcome. I'll just take that as soon as I can get it. Oh, okay. Let's see. I haven't read the Grishaverse and I'm planning to watch the series. Okay, when you do, and if you happen to pop on here or see me at any point in time, I would love to know if it made any sense to you. Because I was watching, I was like, gosh, I wonder if this is confusing to people. But it's also like reading the entire. I'm not a huge fan of the Grisha trilogy, the books, but it has Nikolai in it, so I have a hard time saying that out loud. But I'm not sure if I would be able to recommend the books, but I also thought that the show was a really great adaptation. So, yeah, I'm curious as to people's thoughts. Sorry, reading through. Oh, I probably am missing stuff. I'm sorry. There's lag on my end, so that is completely possible. Okay, I've only read the first book and was glad that I didn't before starting the show. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I possibly misread it. I have dyslexia actually pretty severely, like actual dyslexia. I'm not just being like, oh, dyslexic moment. And I get nervous while reading if reading in front of someone, and then I'm trying to read them out loud for like just to fill in the quiet space so people aren't just staring at me trying to read. So that might have mixed in there. Sorry about that. But I see now. And my in-laws watch the show and aren't familiar with the books. They really loved the show and tried to recommend it to me. And you'd already watched it. Okay. So people are enjoying it. That's good. I mean, I know it's popular, so I know people are enjoying it, but I also had no idea, like, non-reader people. So that's cool. All right. I'm not even going to read that one out loud. I'm just going to put it there, and then I'm going to leave it there. Awesome. Yes. Yes. I'll try and make sure there's opportunity. And Gavin, you are loved. You are severely loved at all times. All right. Do we want to get at least one more round of sprints in? I'm gonna like actively read. Not that I wasn't before, but I'm in it. I'm going for it. I don't know if I'll get. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but this is a graphic page, so there's 2 pages on here that I don't actually have to read. So I might be able to do this. Let's do one more round of sprints, and then we'll probably say goodbye to go chill out with wild animals in cages. And so one more. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do that, please. Yay! Finally gained read. Thank you so much. Yeah. See, I definitely have lag. Okay. All right, let's do this. Going on 3, 2, 1. have like one more sentence left. I know. Okay. I know you guys are just staring at me, staring at something else. Okay. All right. I didn't realize the other graphic was a paragraph, so. But I finished the chapter. So yeah, I am now on chapter 4 and 36, page 36. So I have made progress. I am slow, but it is okay. How are you guys all doing? Elbow deep in jelly beans. That's fantastic. Love that for you. Yeah, I am really glad that these actually worked, because I was like, gosh, I don't know. Like sometimes I watch sprints and I'm so focused on the person talking and stuff like that. I sometimes get distracted and don't read. But if I'm the person talking, I just want it to end. And so I start reading. It's great. So yeah, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I am happy. I also have to say thank you guys all for coming. Like, I really appreciate it. I wasn't sure. I've been pretty on a hiatus for a little bit, so I wasn't sure if anyone was going to show up. As I said in the beginning of this live stream, I was totally going to just pretend like people were here and pretend to talk to people, so if people watched it back later, they wouldn't. I had a game plan, y'all, and I'm really glad that I didn't have to do it. That's all I'm going to say. So, oh, got to page 400. That is so great. Congratulations. Good job, Gary. Yeah, I will definitely be doing these again. This was really fun and encouraging and just enjoyable overall. I will not be making my own boba again, but I will definitely come caffeinated and ready for a good time. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for coming. I'm just going to read the last few comments. Oh, you just finished your chapter. Oh, it went up. Yes, no, I really appreciate it. You guys definitely motivated me to read, because I knew I had to answer to you after every time. So I really, really appreciated it. No, I did not make the boba. I made boba. It was not this boba. This is my, oh, I'm so sorry you did that to yourself boba that I bought afterwards. So I will talk later. Oh, thank you, Rachel. I really, really appreciate it. No, thank you guys all for coming, and I will definitely try and vlog a zebra. Not currently vlogging, but I might throw some pictures up on my Instagram, and yeah. Let's see. Ooh, got through a short story. That's awesome. Oh, small progress is definitely progress. I only make small progress. Like, if we're not counting small progress, I'm doomed. So absolutely, finishing a short story is great. Let's see. Yeah, this is you putting together me trying to make boba and it all making sense now. I'm glad that epiphany clicked for you. Yeah. I'm not vlogging right now, and it was one of those things where I was like, I kind of wish I had filmed this so that people could really see like how massive, like my reaction to taking that first slurp of my homemade boba tea was, I spit it out. So it was real cool. But yeah, on that note, thank you guys all so much for coming. I really appreciate it. We'll definitely do more of these in the future. And I feel really weird doing my outro live, so I'm just gonna say goodbye, because like I usually mess it up at least 4 times anyway, and then edit it out. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm clicking the button, I swear.